Greeting tubatoids and tubaloids. Thought I'd make a little video here just to get me out of the house and just to get me out of the house and give y'all something to laugh at, or laugh to. Oh, it's big. There's sweet Shirley Jean. Hello, say hello to the camera. Got the board out. There's some lovely exhaust work there. I crammed that on there. I think that's actually for an International Harvester tractor. But anyway, it don't sound bad. No smoke, no nothing. Just good, clean American carbon monoxide. Adjusted the deck lid, trunk lid, boot lid, turtle hole. So now it don't touch right there. When I get the rubber on it, I can finish adjusting it. And here's some of the parts that I haven't put on there yet. There's the instrument cluster I got wired. It's all wired, and it's got the 12 volt to 6 volt adapter to where I can run my gauges for it. 81,000 miles on it. And I also engorged it full of these new weird light bulbs. Who knows? So I've got as many parts as I need to finish it, but we're conserving money right now. Money that we don't have. I also need to get a latch for this thing. I don't have no idea what it looks like. Shirley Jean, get out of the road. Hey! Hey, spinach chin. Yeah, that's a girl. That's a girl dog. End of danger. There, that's just like a dog. Let me get away from here where you can see it. Where I can see it too. I just see it in the building. It's hard to see the whole thing in the building. There it is. Mary Ann, my sweet wife, thinks it needs the top needs to be white. I guess because of all the rusty primer that's on it. But this Fender went to Memphis. Got some bad things on it. This Fender here looks like it come off of something from the Munsters. So it's going to get replaced, cut up and replaced. And color I think I'm going with is probably a little bit darker than that. That's just a spray can with some clear over it. But I'm surprised it looks so good. I don't like spray can primers and spray can anything comes out of a spray can for a car. I didn't think that stuff was permanent. So there it sits in all of its glory. So can't let it sit out here long because it gets hot. And a flathead that gets hot is no use for me. So the whole idea of having this car here is to have a flathead in it. So if that engine ain't no good, this car's future will be in peril. Sorry, I'm just like that. I want everything to be like I want it. We'll go in here and see how hot. Now see, I put this on it last night and it got up to 210, 240, something like that, and it started whistling, so I knew it was really hot. But these manual gauges with that capillary tube that goes into the water jackets, they read about 10 degrees hot anyway. Because when I get my laser temperature checker, it's 10 degrees lighter. It's 10 degrees toward the good. So I still got to terminate some wires. And working on the turn signal slip right now. Getting my turn signal straightened out. I've got some sockets for the back, and sockets for the front. And it'll have turn signals and brake lights and driving lights and everything else that's good and proper. Get my turn signals working. Already got my gauges wired. Then I can mess around with these auxiliaries. And this dash is going to be that metal flaky blue, but I think I will, since it's inside, I think I will use a spray can on it, since it looked halfway decent on the Fender. So there, that's what you get. And let's see if it'll do something. Something's good with it. You hear that? So that sounds to me like timing or something restricted. So we'll do that. These things, from my recollection, these things usually rev up really instantly and really good. Not mine though. Check something out, boy. That scrubbing noise just about disappears when you're standing next to it. But when I got this engine, I don't think it made that noise. And it had there's a plate there that covers the end of the cam. You got the cam gears behind that. They were all loose. I mean, you could stick a screwdriver between it and the block. So I sealed it off and tightened them up. But that may have been somebody's idea of, there may be a reason for that to be loose. So I don't know. It's not bad. It'll just not get hot. It'll be fine. And it's got plenty of power. As some of this road, the Fender road, can attest to. The dust is finally settled. And it will slide. I mean, this rascal will slide good. Which is what I like. So, got any ideas on what's scrubbing in there or chewing up? And it still makes that noise rip the belt off of it. And it doesn't sound like it's back here, it doesn't sound like it's in the oil pan. It sounds really loud right there, even especially on this side. Any ideas would be helpful. And if you can figure out how the trunk goes down on these things, latches, trunk latch. So Let me switch it off before it blows up. These cars are pretty comfortable, more than likely. I'll sit you there on my stub. Maybe you'll be happy there. It starts instantly. You wouldn't think that a hot vehicle would start like that. And yet it shows 220 now. But that's all I can tell you about it. I got that windshield ready. I got the door glass cut and ready. These are chewed up, I think. No, wait. This is good. That is chewed up, and all that does is open the door. So even with that chewed up, you have to reach outside and open the door. So I don't know. I can drill and pin it. Somebody's already center punched it and tried to drill it. But I can drill sideways and pin it with the other handle, which may be how I fix it. But if I can find a new one, or a good used one, I'll do that. So that's like a car that needs hinges. Okay, that's about it. Let's walk around here and see what's new. There's my dad's truck still here. My dad's truck still here. My dad's Lincoln still here. These are all kind of parts cars, kind of goobing. The neighbor's little Pontiac is still here. My black, I had a 05 Mustang, black. Boy, it was black. And I worked on it for about half a year and traded it off so Marianne can get her a new vehicle, and she gave me her old one. So in reality, we got rid of the Mustang. Fine car though, by the way. And I got me a little grocery getter Toyota. And everything's still here. Last night I was out here. I come out here at night and work because it's hot. And last night there's a snake running around in here while I was laying down putting some of that exhaust on, which it doesn't bother me too much. I'd rather see a snake as a frog, although I do have some toads in here that I leave in here because this thing is a mosquito heaven. Heaven. Oh, I was working on these too. So, but the snake absconded. The snake absconded. I gotta get my teeth fixed. But I got this wiring done, and these are ceramic, so they'll take a lot of heat off of whatever headlight I want to put in here. Oops, sorry. And I like the ceramic ones because of that idea being taken over the heat. So anyway, here's the paint I got. I guess I've had it about 8 years, maybe longer. Sapphire blue metallic. Now this is cheap, $60 a gallon paint. Boy, it must be good. Must be good because it says your industrial use only, professionally trained painters, not for sale or used by the general public. Well, I don't know. I never made it to a general, much less a public. But I got that, and turns out kind of dull. So I got some a half a gallon of clear to go on it afterwards. And I've been fixing the holes in the floorboard. Not many, that hadn't gotten many in it. And I'm using, this is a upper receiver that's not been made into an upper receiver for a KP44, which is I guess a German machine gun or something. But we're not doing that anymore, probably never. And this is, sorry, these are hardened, which is kind of a little overkill for a floorboard, but it's what I got. I think that's it. Here's the old dash. And the rest of this stuff I'm going to have to wire. A bunch of it goes to the instrument cluster, but then a bunch of it stays in this loom and goes all over the place. And then there's a bigger set. This is just one of them. I think there's two of these that drops down and runs the rest of the car. Howsomever, this is on these old radios, this is a vibrator. This is how you get some kind of it works on this thing. All these glass tubes, it goes, that's why you have to warm them up before you can get AM radio. And if anybody knows how to double check these things and these batteries, please holler at me or tell me, because I would really like to have my electric drills working. I put another battery, used battery, on this thing, in this thing, and it never did anything but blink here. I mean, the green's glowing too, but anyway. I think it's the batteries, but you wouldn't expect both of them to quit at the same blooming time. Oh well, we'll see. I may leave the car out tonight to see who gets it. I think that's it. So this will be short and sweet. Oh! No, this is going to mess up the short and sweet part. There's a slick I got for the Model A project. These are some Fenders. I bought a car, an extra parts car, and this is all went to Memphis. So I'll have to cut this and put a panel in here. You can buy them that fits in here, but they're like 80 bucks a side. And there's a thin spot there. By the time I get this scraped down and fixed, you start on the inside first. Once the inside is good and clean, like I did on the Mustang, once the inside is good and solid and protected, you work on the outside. But that one may fail. This one's eat up, and it's got some ancient putty in it, and some horseshoe nails holding some of it on. But if that's the only thing that's bad, that's good. And they rust around the headlight apparatuses, and this one feels decently solid. This one feels less solid. But there's a patch panel that fits in here. You just drill out the spot welds and whoop it on there and then weld it back. But it's $80 too for that little corner piece, I think. Cost ineffective. Hey, it's time to go in. Okay, that's it for good for today, today. And I think that's going to be it for everything. Let me see if I can turn this viewfinder around. The worst part for me, because I look in the mirror and I hate what I see, but that's just me. Without looking in the mirror, you still think you're about 20. But you look in the mirror and you're saying, ugh, that would scare a maggot off a gut wagon. Get that back far enough to see my bald head. Okay. Short and sweet, maybe. Let me see how many minutes. 9 minutes, 27 p.m. No, that's what time it is. 20 minutes, 41 seconds. Anyway, I love y'all, and y'all stay safe. And don't know if I mentioned it last time. I don't want to scare everybody, but I mentioned it last time, or thought I did, that this virus crap is going to be airborne. It's going to just be everywhere. And my prediction now, that's actually the truth now. Darn, mister. Anyway, it's going to be in the water supply next. So don't fret. We got a Father up there that's watching us and taking care of us. So don't be surprised if it's in the water system. Just go, I learned that from somebody, some idiot on YouTube. But that's it. I'm going to let you go, and it'll take the rest of the day and tonight to get this uploaded, which is the fun part. It's not bad. And I've been watching your videos, and when I watch them on my phone, there's always a preceding video, so I can't go back, and I can give a thumbs up always before I even start it, I think. But I can't usually go back and comment. But when I got the computer fired up, I can go in there and comment and make stupid ideas and things. So that's the fun part. And thank y'all for keeping me entertained. So if you know any ideas on that stuff, it'd sure help me. I used to do this stuff 40 years ago with the flatheads and things. And the last thing I remember is I had a really good block. I went through like 3 flathead V8s and finally found one that wasn't cracked into the head bolts. And then I looked at where the valves were, and it wasn't cracked in the valve seats. And then I started washing it up in the valley pan, and it was cracked there. So how do you crack a valley pan in a flathead? I don't know, but I scrapped it, and done away with it. Went back to playing with other cars, and much newer. So, love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself, and holler if you need me. Okay? Bye-bye. Now this is an old camera. I don't know, was it?